The apparently innocent fruits you consume every morning might be quietly undermining your sexual drive. Surprisingly, 90% of Americans consume them for breakfast, unaware that they function as a gradual toxin, elevating estrogen, overwhelming your glucose system, and causing inflammation in the blood vessels that transport blood to your most vital organ. Today, I'm going to expose 6 fruits you should eliminate from your morning routine if you want to safeguard your erection, your energy, and your confidence. Now let's look at the first anonymous person. It's small, sweet, and seemingly harmless, but it's one of the worst offenders when it comes to quietly draining blood from your penis. Those sweet, convenient grapes you consume like candy are systematically destroying your circulation and erectile function. What makes grapes especially dangerous is their concentrated sugar content combined with their lack of fiber. A cup of grapes contains more than 23 grams of sugar, with very little fiber to slow its absorption. When you eat grapes on an empty stomach, your blood sugar can spike 70 to 80 points within 30 minutes, triggering a massive release of insulin. According to Yu Wu, PhD, of Stanford University School of Medicine, everyone experiences some degree of hyperglycemia after eating grapes. This insulin surge not only affects hormones, but also directly damages your vascular system through a process called glycation. Excess glucose actually attaches to proteins in your artery walls, creating advanced glycation end products that make your blood vessels stiff and narrow. A 2024 study by the American Heart Association found that men with higher AG levels were 45% more likely to have erectile dysfunction than those with lower AG levels. Your penis needs about 8 times more blood flow when erect than when flaccid. When glycation reduces the elasticity of your arteries, this significant increase in blood flow becomes impossible. Grapes are also high in resveratrol, which sounds beneficial because of its antioxidant properties. However, resveratrol in large amounts can thin your blood excessively. If you're on blood pressure medication or have circulation problems, the combination can cause a dangerous drop in blood pressure, making erections nearly impossible. Swap grapes for pomegranate seeds, which contain natural nitrates that help with circulation, or opt for berries, which provide antioxidants without raising blood sugar. If you still enjoy grapes, save them for later, ideally after a protein-rich meal when your blood sugar has stabilized. That way, you can enjoy them without paying a heavy price in bed. The next food on the list is often considered refreshing, hydrating, and even performance-enhancing. But when eaten first thing in the morning, it causes one of the quickest and most devastating hormonal shocks you'll ever experience. If you grew up in the US, chances are orange juice was a staple on your breakfast table. What you thought was a healthy dose of vitamin C is actually a concentrated sugar pill that can destroy your sexual function faster than most other morning options. A typical 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains 21 grams of sugar, the equivalent of eating 4 to 5 oranges, but without the fiber, which slows the absorption of sugar. When consumed on an empty stomach, this creates what metabolism experts call a glucose tsunami. The Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health published a landmark study in 2023 that followed 12,000 men for 15 years. Men who drank fruit juice daily were 32% more likely to develop erectile dysfunction than those who ate the whole fruit. The acidity of orange juice poses an additional threat to your sexual health. With a pH of around 3.5, it is acidic enough to irritate the lining of the stomach, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. This stomach irritates the release of inflammatory cytokines that circulate throughout the body, directly inhibiting nitric oxide synthase, the enzyme responsible for producing nitric oxide necessary for erections. The fructose in orange juice bypasses normal metabolic control mechanisms and goes straight to the liver, where it is converted into fat through a process called neolipogenesis. This process converts testosterone into estrogen through the aromatase enzyme. Maintaining an optimal testosterone-estrogen balance is crucial for sexual function, and drinking fruit juice first thing in the morning is one of the quickest ways to upset this delicate balance. If you crave citrus in the morning, eat a whole orange, or better yet, squeeze fresh lemon into your water. The fiber in whole oranges slows down the absorption of sugar, while the lemon juice actually helps detoxify the liver and balance hormones without disrupting blood sugar. This next fruit may surprise you. It has been touted as the ideal healthy breakfast for decades, but for men over 50, it poses a triple threat to sexual health. I'm talking about bananas. The typical banana contains approximately 14 grams of sugar, primarily fructose and glucose. When consumed on an empty stomach, this sugar explosion triggers an insulin cascade. Your pancreas releases insulin into your system to manage glucose spikes, but that same insulin directly suppresses testosterone production. But the hormonal disruption is just the start. Bananas are rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that the brain transforms into serotonin. While serotonin encourages relaxation and mood stability, it operates in opposition to dopamine, the primary hormone responsible for motivation and sexual desire. Banana lectin presents another potential danger. These plant proteins can irritate the lining of your gut, leading to leaky gut syndrome. When the gut barrier is compromised, it triggers systemic inflammation, specifically targeting the endothelial cells that line your blood vessels. These cells produce nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for vasodilation and healthy blood flow to the penis. If you must consume a banana, never eat it alone or on an empty stomach. Combine it with almond butter or Greek yogurt to slow the absorption of sugar and reserve it for post-workout recovery, when your muscles can actually utilize glucose. And whatever you do, avoid ripe bananas in the morning. It's best to eat bananas that are slightly underripe if you're trying to control your blood sugar, lose weight, or improve your gut health. Medium-sized berries can be a good alternative, as they provide antioxidants without affecting blood sugar. Dear friend, if this information is useful to you and your family, please enter 1 below in the comment section to let me know you are still here with me to continue to discover other interesting things. Watermelon is often promoted as beneficial for erectile function thanks to its citrulline content. While citrulline can aid in nitric oxide production, the way most men consume watermelon turns this potential benefit into a sexual health disaster. The real problem with watermelon is its glycemic index of 76, making it one of the fruits with the highest glycemic impact you can consume. The high water content in watermelon actually speeds up the absorption of sugar because there is no fiber or fat to slow the process down. When you eat watermelon on an empty stomach, your blood sugar can spike faster than if you drank a soft drink. This rapid rise in blood sugar causes a phenomenon called reactive hypoglycemia. After the initial spike, your blood sugar will drop below baseline within 2 to 3 hours, leaving you exhausted, irritable, and craving more sugar. A 2024 Mayo Clinic study of 2,800 men found that those who regularly consumed high glycemic fruits like watermelon had 38% lower morning testosterone levels than those who didn't eat them. If you want to take advantage of citrulline for your circulation, opt for an L-citrulline supplement, which provides therapeutic doses without causing spikes in blood sugar. Also, focus on vegetables like cucumbers and celery, which hydrate without causing spikes in blood sugar. If you love watermelon, eat it in moderation, and don't eat it first thing in the morning. Have a few slices after a protein-rich lunch when your blood sugar is stable. Next up is a fruit that looks clean, refreshing, and tastes tropical, but it can ruin your erection faster than anything else, especially if you eat it thinking it's a digestive aid. The tropical sweetness of pineapple hides one of the most dangerous threats to your sexual health. 1 cup of pineapple provides more than 16 grams of fructose with very little fiber to buffer the absorption. Unlike glucose, which every cell in your body can use for energy, fructose can only be processed by the liver. When the liver is overloaded with fructose, it converts the excess directly into visceral fat. This accumulation of visceral fat is especially dangerous for men because it becomes metabolically active, producing the enzyme aromatase, which converts your precious testosterone into estrogen. According to the National Institutes of Health (PMC), waist circumference is inversely correlated with testosterone and serves as an important measure to predict sex steroid hormone levels in adult men. Men with a waist circumference of 40 inches or more have 50% higher estrogen levels and 25% lower testosterone levels than leaner men. In addition, the enzyme bromelain in pineapple, while beneficial for digestion in small amounts, can cause problems if consumed regularly. Excessive consumption of bromelain can thin the blood and interfere with normal blood clotting mechanisms. For men taking blood pressure medication or aspirin, the combination can cause dangerously low blood pressure, making it impossible to get an erection. The high acidity of this fruit, pH 3.2 to 4.0, is an additional concern for men with sensitive digestive systems. Eating acidic foods on an empty stomach can cause a widespread inflammatory response throughout the cardiovascular system, directly impairing the endothelial function necessary for healthy erections. If you like tropical flavors, choose coconut or avocado. These foods provide healthy fats that support hormone production without overloading on fructose. If you like pineapple, eat it after lunch or dinner when your body is ready to process the sugar. Never eat pineapple on an empty stomach, and don't make it the main dish for breakfast. Your masculine power is not lost. It is just waiting for the right natural support to awaken. And what I'm about to share next might surprise you even more because the last fruit on this list doesn't look bad and is often advertised as a clean, healthy snack. But for men over 60, it could be one of the worst things you can put into your body. Dried fruit is the most concentrated sexually harmful fruit available in any grocery store. A quarter cup of raisins contains as much sugar as eating nearly 2 cups of fresh grapes, but without the water or fiber that help create satiety signals. The glycemic impact of dried fruit is disastrous for sexual health. Research by Dr. Walter Willett at Harvard found that dried fruit has a glycemic index ranging from 55 to 103. When eaten on an empty stomach, these concentrated sugars create what metabolism experts call glucose poisoning. This glucose poisoning directly damages the endothelial cells lining the penile arteries through oxidative stress. The natural antioxidants found in fresh fruit are often destroyed during the drying process, leaving behind only concentrated sugars without protective compounds. Many commercial dried fruits contain sulfites as preservatives, which can cause inflammatory reactions in sensitive individuals. The concentrated nature of dried fruits makes portion control nearly impossible. A 2024 study of men's diets by Johns Hopkins University found that those who regularly consumed dried fruits had a 43% higher rate of metabolic syndrome, a condition directly linked to erectile dysfunction. If you need a snack on the go, opt for raw nuts or seeds. They provide healthy fats and protein, which support hormone production, without the concentrated sugars that can harm sexual function. Now that you understand how these 7 fruits are silently undermining your sexual health, it's time to shift from knowledge to action. The encouraging truth is that your body is designed with an incredible capacity to heal and restore itself. By removing the hidden saboteurs and fueling your system with the right nutrients, you can start experiencing improvements far sooner than you might imagine. Begin each day with a strong foundation by choosing protein-rich breakfasts that stabilize energy and support hormone production. Eggs, for instance, are packed with essential amino acids critical for testosterone synthesis, while Greek yogurt paired with fresh berries provides a steady release of protein and antioxidants without spiking blood sugar levels. This balance sets the tone for consistent energy, sharper focus, and improved vitality throughout the day. To further enhance circulation and performance, prioritize foods that naturally boost nitric oxide production. Leafy greens like spinach and arugula, vibrant beets, and ruby red pomegranate seeds deliver potent nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide, an essential compound for blood vessel relaxation and optimal blood flow. Healthy fats are another crucial piece of the puzzle. Wild-caught salmon provides abundant omega-3 fatty acids that fight inflammation, improve endothelial function, and maintain flexible, responsive arteries. When combined with a diet that minimizes processed foods and refined sugars, these healthy fats help build a foundation of resilience for both heart and sexual health. It's also wise to take a proactive role in your personal health strategy. Consulting your doctor for a hormone and nutrient status assessment can reveal hidden imbalances or deficiencies that might otherwise go unnoticed. Armed with this knowledge, you can make informed decisions about supplementation, ensuring your body receives targeted support for testosterone balance, vascular health, and overall sexual function. Besides, maintaining a daily exercise lifestyle helps you increase metabolism and absorption capacity. Just walking 10 to 15 minutes after meals will help blood circulation to important places and maintain perfect energy for every love affair. Remember, reclaiming your vitality is not about radical overhauls, but consistent, intentional choices. Over time, these small but powerful actions will help restore energy, confidence, and sexual vitality, creating a healthier future that starts with your choices today. Now you know that these 6 seemingly healthy fruits can systematically destroy your sexual function through multiple biological pathways. The point is not that these fruits are inherently harmful, but rather that you understand how your body's needs change as you age. Remember, you are not debilitated or past your prime. You just need to adjust your food choices to suit your current body and hormonal needs. Before you leave, share in the comments which of these fruits surprised you the most, and let me know how you plan to change your morning routine. Your experience may help other men regain their sexual vitality and confidence. If you find this information useful to you and your loved ones, please like and subscribe to the channel to follow scientific information about men's health. And I'm Dr. Elizabeth, a urologist with many years of experience in prostate care and men's health. Thank you for watching this video and for bravely investing in your health. See you in the next video.